Hi, everyone. It is day 11 of Award Season Review Season 2, and Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile, is here for Indie Week with a different tale today for your season of holiday. I even wear my holiday shirt to emphasize the point, as this film takes place during the holiday season. Today, I am discussing William Oldroyd's Christmas tale of suspense, Eileen. Now, for those tracking the numbers like I've been doing this season, as of this recording, Eileen has a worldwide box office take of $852,675, with 727,540 from the domestic box office and $125,135 internationally. Now, Eileen, distributed by indie powerhouse Neon, is currently nominated for 3 Independent Spirit Awards. Oldroyd is nominated for Best Director, and both Anne Hathaway and Marin Ireland are nominated for Best Supporting Performance. Now, while there's no other awards recognition yet, this may be where the film starts and ends this award season, but I felt it was worth including because this one's a little different from most of the award season fare we get. Now, our film, written by Otessa Moshfegh and Luke Goebel, based on Moshfegh's novel of the same name, set in the 1960s, right off the bat, we have our titular Eileen, played with Thomasin McKenzie, and we see her in a rather compromising position as she is spying on those who have what she is craving. We learn soon that she is a homely girl who lives with her alcoholic, emotionally abusive, and should be said, recently forcibly retired police officer father, played by a wonderfully scene chewing Shea Wiggum, and worked as an aide or secretary of sorts at a correctional facility for young boys in Massachusetts. Now, her life, complete with constant daydreams of killing herself. I'm not making light of this, but this is important to know because of what she's experiencing with her family life. This all gets thrown into a loop when a new psychologist begins working at the prison. Rebecca, played with a gorgeous 1960s femme fatale grace by Anne Hathaway, comes waltzing in and quickly entrances Eileen. People of Rebecca's sophistication, this is new to Eileen, and as they get to know each other, their friendship quickly grows to, well, see the film if you want to find out. Remember, spoiler free. But as they get to know one another, they also bond over the case of one of the inmates, a young man named Lee. Lee is being detained because the claim is that he stabbed and killed his father. But as Rebecca begins to determine what is really going on, we see that all may not be as is on paper, which leads to an interesting dramatic third act shift on a snowy Christmas Eve when Rebecca calls upon Eileen to help her settle this matter once and for all with Lee's mother, Rita, the aforementioned nominated Marin Ireland. And then what happens here is just like one out of the greatest suspense films by Alfred Hitchcock of the 50s and 60s. And I really can't say any more without spoiling it, but I will tease this. Do we have everybody making it out of this situation okay? And the ending? Look, here's what I can say. Oldroyd moves this film along at a very brisk pace of about 94 minutes, not including the end credits. And unfortunately, this kind of hurts the film a little bit. I mean, there's so much setup with the relationship between Eileen and Rebecca, the investigation into Lee's case, the ending of the film with the ramifications of what happens, that everything almost felt a little too clipped. I mean, I was left with so many questions about things that happened in between. And I mean, I think that would have actually helped this story more. I mean, it's one thing to leave an audience hanging or asking questions when it's done well, but this was a little too choppy. But that said, I am not surprised that the ISAs recognized the performances for Ireland and Hathaway, and I feel I need to add the lack of inclusion for Mackenzie in the lead performance category is upsetting. I mean, she truly is the anchor of this film, and like she did in films like Last Night in Soho and Jojo Rabbit, she can really take these audiences on their journeys. And as he did in his first feature film, so this is Oldroyd's second film, his first film, 2016, his film Lady Macbeth, which was a great film with Florence Pugh that if you haven't seen, you should also check out. Oldroyd's strength is taking these strong female characters who take action and don't feel that they have to apologize for what they do. I'm very excited to see what other kind of films are going to come from this individual. And also, while it wasn't nominated, I do feel that Ari Wegner's cinematography needs to be recognized. The images that he paints with the sets of the prison, of the housing, of there's a very important bar scene. It's just very glamorous to look at, even in its dinginess. So, the rating. Much as I loved these performances and these visuals, unfortunately, because of all the clips in the story, Eileen is only a 3 out of 5 for me. I wanted more. I can't remember the last time a movie ended and I stood up saying, "Wait, that's it? Like, there's nothing else?" I mean, it does entice me. I actually do plan on going out to read the original novel, the source material. The fact that most they did adapt their own work, you know, maybe I'll get more out of the book or maybe not. I mean, we will have to see, but I'm willing to take that chance. And the film is worth seeing. I maybe even be curious to see it again. Um, but again, it was just too short, too clipped. I wanted more. But everyone can make their own decisions. If you want to see Eileen, it is currently still playing in theaters as of this recording, and there is no information on streaming to go. All right. So there we have it. 11 down and 85 to go. See everyone tomorrow as we begin to wrap up Indie Week. As always, if you like what you heard here, please click above and subscribe to the channel and follow me on all social media platforms. Also, please check me out on Instagram and Facebook where you can find my 12 days of Christmas movie reviews done in 25 words. Until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying, take a break and watch something new.